the 5th minute. Tottenham's Chris Perry almost gets credited with a own goal as he flicks it back, but look at the work of goaltender Casey Keller to keep the ball from crossing the line. Unbelievable effort from him, keeps it at 0-0. 4 minutes before the break, Gavin McCann's through ball sent Kevin Phillips in alone. Keller's challenge is not good enough, but Phillips' shot can't get it by Perry at the goal line. It was 0-0 at halftime.
And it's Keller to the rest.
55th minute, watch the bottom part of your screen. Simon Davis calling for the ball. Teddy Sheringham says, there you go, but the Wales international just misses the far post. 4 minutes later, Michael Gray with a nice effort, the nice right-footed cross. Phillips meets it with a header from 6 yards out, and it's 1-0 for Sunderland. 3 minutes later, Phillips sends Tor Andre Flo charging in, and somehow Flo gets the shot to go through Keller's legs. An outstanding effort. 2-0 Sunderland ahead at that point. 65th minute, Thatcher tries to get Tottenham back into it with his free kick. It deflects, but Jurgen Macho makes a save. Sunderland goes on to win.
Away by Richards. Proctor getting it down again to Gray. Gray's cross. 1-0 to Sunderland. Kevin Phillips. And the deadlock has been broken after an hour. Phillips. And Flo is after it. Perry struggling to get there. Tall Andre Flo. Fantastic finish. Another goal against Tottenham.
Paulo Di Canio, the Italian, coming into the game very happy as West Ham for that reason. 11th minute, mistake by goaltender David James. Harry Kuehl will tip it over to Nick Barmby. His 50th league goal career-wise makes it 1-0 Leeds. 9 minutes later, West Ham's Michael Carrick's drive from 25 yards out. Paul Robinson the save. Di Canio pounces, and he ties the game up at 1. 28th minute, crowded scene in the West Ham goal area. Corner kick comes to Harry Kuehl, who rises up at the edge of the 6-yard box. His header goes inside the far post, makes it 2-1 Leeds. Again, West Ham having problems in their own end, and Kuehl will be in the right place at the right time with a well-timed right-footed volley. Second of the game makes it 3-1 Leeds. The aforementioned Glenn Roeder can't believe what he's seeing. Glenn, it's going to get worse. Christian Daly with a weak back pass to James. In his attempt to clear it, goes off Mark Viduka. And Viduka has all the time in the world to slide the ball home. 4-1 Leeds at the break. Second half, Di Canio on the attack, and the Italian gets tripped up in the area by Gary Kelly. And we all know what that means. It's a penalty kick, and Di Canio will step up and drive it home. Second of the game for him, and it was 4-2 Leeds. 74th minute, Sebastian Schemmel with the corner kick for West Ham, and Trevor Sinclair with a broken cheekbone and all heads it in the near post. 4-3. They cut the lead down to 1. A little bit later, more from Di Canio, twisting and turning before feeding Cole in the area. He can't get it to go. The final score, 4-3 Leeds. Moving now to the Stadium of Light.
West Ham United have come to dread matches at Upton Park this season. They were the only side without a home win, and they've taken just 2 points out of 18 in front of their home fans so far. Trevor Sinclair played with a protective mask to cover a fractured cheekbone, but still no Freddie Canute up front. Paolo Di Canio did return to the Hammers' attack after injury, as did Thomas Repka at the back. For Leeds, Danny Mills withdrew for personal reasons. John Woodgate failed a fitness test. Alan Smith was suspended. But which of the managers was under greater pressure? Glenn Roeder, now bereft of support among Hammers fans, or Terry Venables, under increasing fire at Leeds with 1 win in 9? Commentary comes from Ian Crocker.
High boots from Radaby. Di Canio and Trevor Sinclair. Nice try from West Ham. A quick free kick which did catch Leeds out a little bit. They weren't ready for this. Pearce's header, and David James came for it, and Kuehl sends it across, and Barmby has put Leeds in front. Just like that. Well, that's kind of the way it's been going for West Ham United this season. They had a chance themselves, and how about this for direct action? Ian Pearce's mistake, Harry Kuehl flicked it over James, and Barmby did the rest. goal scorer. And that's not a bad cross from Barnby, and Mark Viduka nearly struck. David James bailing out West Ham that time with a crucial save. 20 minutes played in the Barclaycard English Premier League. It's West Ham United 0, Leeds United 1. But it's Paolo Di Canio on the rampage, and Backer slid in. Carrick, and Robinson couldn't hold it, and Paolo Di Canio equalises for West Ham. Off comes the shirt. The inspirational Italian returns from injury and makes a big, big difference. It was he who led the charge. Robinson couldn't hold Carrick's effort, and look who was waiting to pounce. It had to be Paolo. Thomas Repka. Lomas chasing. Nice ball from Repka, that's not bad either. And Di Canio was so nearly in again, but this time Paul Robinson won the battle of wits. So nearly a double for Di Canio. Boria. Well, Christian Daly knew that Viduka was one side of him and Wilcox was the other. He took no chances. It's a corner kick to Leeds. And in comes the corner, and it's Kewell who rose. And Leeds are back in front. Well, David James had a lot of players around him. It was Harry Kewell who emerged from that crowd to meet Ian Hart's corner. So Leeds looking for another. Ian Hart's free kick comes to nothing, or does it? They might get a corner out of this actually, off Sinclair, they will. Hart delivers, again, Kewell posing problems. He's come back to Hart, getting onto his left foot, and he was allowed to as well. And Kewell, they've done it again. It's Harry Kewell at the double, and Leeds United are 3-1 up and looking good. Very, very good. West Ham's failure to clear proved costly, but all credit to Leeds here because they have risen to the challenge. The natives are restless here. Leeds have suddenly responded to the criticism, and David James can't stop Viduka getting number 4, and this is becoming hugely embarrassing for West Ham. Dreadful defending yet again. That is awful. It was Daly and Mark Viduka. Well, he didn't really have to work for it, did he? Apart from charging that down, the rest was easy. It's hard to imagine that Glenn Roeder could survive a day like this, really. Joe Cole turning away from Barnby. Cole's getting going now. Carrick. Di Canio. Can he start the revival? Di Canio goes down again, and this time it's in his favour. Gary Kelly's challenge, penalty to West Ham. Teased the challenge out of Kelly. Paolo Di Canio on the spot, and spot on, but West Ham are still in a spot of bother. Perfect penalty, than they usually are. Winterburn. West Ham paying the price for an abject first-half performance. They're going to get a corner now, though. Di Canio delivers. Michael Carrick rising. And it's over and out off the boot of Ian Pearce, although did it take a little deflection? I think it did. Can West Ham set up a fascinating finale? Sebastian Shebbles, corner, and it's in from Trevor Sinclair. You bet they can set up a fantastic finale. It's West Ham 3, Leeds 4, and the man in the mask has given West Ham every chance of salvaging something. It is all over. The pressure is off Leeds for the time being. An enthralling encounter at Upton Park in the Barclaycard English Premier League finishes West Ham United 3, Leeds United 4.